I love a good fight. I love a good fight where I'm on the side of the community. That's my favorite.
Peter Aschkenasy was introduced to the organization through Mark O'Donoghue, our chairman. He described Peter's illustrious background. He's been on the board of just about every not-for-profit in Brooklyn, I think, at the time.
He had really spent his entire life in the city in one way or another. He worked in the parks department. He had restaurants. He brought a history and understanding of the city, a range of relationships with people in every administration, which helped us understand what was going on in the city and how to navigate the challenges we would face as a supplier, contractor, partner with the city.
He loves politics because he sees it as a tool to bring about transformative change.
He's definitely the mayor's mayor. His legacy is just really influencing some of the tough decisions, the building of the library and housing on Cadman Plaza, how we handle our parks, the museum.
He wants to make a difference in the world, and he's figured out exactly how to do that. And it starts with his own community, and he's been a wonderful advocate for positive change in Brooklyn and in New York City in general.
I like to sort of kick the tires. I like to know what we're really doing. I like to know who's really getting helped. From the day I was appointed to the board, I made it my business to go out and visit the sites where we actually provide services.
One of the fondest memories that I have of Peter as a board member coming out to visit us at several of our locations, Martin Luther King, the FAA in Atlantic City, and Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty. All fabulous premier locations. I had made an arrangements for a lunch period. And at that lunch period, Peter had the opportunity to meet several of our employees, janitors, engineers, and he went around the room and made sure, first and foremost, everybody was comfortable. Because nobody wanted to talk at first, but just his presence alone, just his calmness, just his demeanor, allowed people to open up, and sure enough, everybody got a chance to speak. I think it meant a lot to them, and I know it meant a lot to Peter.
It got to the point, at least, I think a number of us on the board sort of waited. Peter generally didn't lead off the discussion, but sort of waited for him to weigh in because we knew it was going to be considered and definitely add to the discussion, whatever the subject was, just because he had this incredible bandwidth of experience with the city and how it worked.
Peter's strengths are really listening and learning and looking toward the future.
And I had heard about Peter for many years, and our paths had never really crossed. But when they did cross, we became buddies instantly. One thing that people can learn from Peter is to be honest. And I will say that repeatedly. Honesty and having a certain level of integrity is most important.
Peter is, as you know, incredibly connected and knowledgeable, but his values are very much about community and really doing the right thing. I think we all depend on Peter to help us figure out how to do the right thing.
He's my constant advisor. I lean on him a lot. I listen to him a lot. He has very sage advice for you, and he's going to tell you the truth. He's not going to tell you what you want to hear. He's going to tell you what you need to hear.
If you're invited to Peter's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the answer always needs to be yes, because there's always a reason for the invitation, and it's usually to your benefit.
Peter is someone who loves people who do good work and work hard and accomplish things and don't just talk.
I encourage young people to think about doing a stint in public service. It sort of clarifies the mind as to, what's really important and what isn't.
And it really didn't matter what you were doing, whether you were cleaning toilets at a New York City courthouse or you were the chief executive officer of a large company. You were all the same to him, and that is someone seeking to, advance in this world and leave the world better for it. And that's the guy that I left falling in love with.